Hi succulents fans, long time no see. I'm sorry because I was super busy. You may say, what? Wait, what did you do? I first did 100 bags, no, actually 200 bags of mulch, which is about that size bag. And then just laid them all around our shoreline. And then I just say, okay, why don't I just keep going? So I did another thing. I bought another like 30 yards red mulch and laid them around some spots in my yard. Yeah, that's my gardening part. And then before I did that, I need to do the weeding part because in the summertime the weeds grow crazily. Oh my god, even think about it. I got many mosquito bites. Oh, I put a lot of creams on me already. And then I had school classes. You may say, what? Wait, what are you learning? I'm learning horticulture, which will be really helpful for my succulents growing because, for example, I'm learning the plant's identification and the soil, the water, the greenhouse, and the landscaping, all these things, which would strengthen my ability with horticulture and succulents gardening. So that's the reason I didn't really put any videos. But today I'm happy to share one simple thing. The other day, I grabbed these things from Marketplace, from Facebook. This, I don't know, it's copper or what. It's just metal. It's a type of metal, and they are beautiful decorations. And I already made one planter, use them as a planter, which I did not actually plan. But I could look at this one here. It's quite thin piece, the body part, but it doesn't mean you cannot use it as planter because succulents is not demanding. They don't need a lot of good soil. They don't need really big pots to grow. The only thing to grow them in the small pot, the disadvantage is you will restrict them from growing fast and quick and bigger and taller. Yeah, maybe that is not so good. But look at what I put in mothers of millions here. They grow crazy, which actually I think I should restrict it from growing. And this one here on the top is a baby jade. They look cute. I think it adds some color to this decoration. What do you think? And you may say, wait, how do you do it? Could you show us? Of course, as always, I would love to show you my way of being succulents with you. First, I'm not worried about watering because you see, oh, here underneath where the wire connect with the body, there is actually a small hole. You can imagine. And then first I want to put in is little gravels. I just use this spoon, which is easy for me because it's not a big thing, and then you can just put the things in easily. I put the gravels inside at the bottom because in that situation, even if I water, the water wouldn't stuck with too much soil and cause rotten roots, which would be the killer of succulents. So I would put more rocks in. Yeah, it seems like a good depth is here now. Actually, I didn't put much because this part, definitely you can see, it cannot be filled with anything. And now we will put in one plant. This is one of my selection for this planter. I didn't take off the soil from the pot because they love their original soil, and you can just put them in and then add some more soil, the same soil. Like I always say, I always buy the soil from the planters, from the nurseries I go. So you don't need to worry about you repot them or change them and they will get environmental shock. They will not. So in that situation, I will add some soil, the same soil I bought from the nursery with the same plants. I will just keep adding. This is baby's buttons. It's quite cute plant. It's not a fast grower, but if you offer it a good environment, like this summer, they grow twice as big as it was before. I bought it in the springtime. So I put some soil in. Even though I said succulents, they are not demanding with soil, it still doesn't mean that they don't need the basic environment to survive. So I put some more soil, and I use the other side of the spoon to push it a little bit so it's not too loose and the plant would stay in stably. It looks nice already. And keep going with the soil. How do I water them? I will just use the eye dripper. Squeeze some water in and then squeeze the water out. Then water this plant. It would rust probably because the water and the metal, when they meet each other, they might have rust problem. But I wouldn't mind about that much because it would look nice with this plant. On the surface of this part, I would add a little bit more rocks. You see, the rocks actually would compose a topping or coating. So it's not only soil. Make it look better. This is not done yet because I'm planning to put something in this little bucket she's holding. It's way too small. The hole is smaller. But I'm not worried. I will still start with some gravels. And this time, I will go with the small little gravels. Yeah, some are in. And then some more little gravels. I put these gravels also because in that situation, it will keep a good balance for this plant. Otherwise, it might be too heavy when the plant is growing to one side, and then it's hard to keep balance. For example, you look at this one. If plants keep growing that way, it will be really make this plant tilting. So that's why I put some gravels. And now is soil's turn. After the soil, what I will put, this one here. This is the grow trickling down, which actually look quite pretty. I put, you see this one just the stem. I didn't really put the soil because the moss is small. It will be hard for me to put the whole thing in. After I put the stem in, and now I will put some soil and then squeeze it. Let's keep going with it. This one, the top, I wouldn't put any gravel because this pocket couldn't hold much thing. I'd prefer to give it a bit more soil other than all gravels. The gravels is nice because the succulents wouldn't mind about growing in the gritty area, but like I say, they also need some basic soil to survive. Ta-da! That's her. That's my first one. That's the second one. Do I make a mess in my house? Sometimes I do, but I'm super careful. Try not to. And I will keep going with a third one. Gravels in first. Sounds good. I love the sound. I can keep going. It's not that full yet. Sounds good. And then now what I want to put in, I will go with this Hawaiian because the stem is a bit long and look at the root. It's developing, so it will be good to sit in the container. If it doesn't have a root, it doesn't matter either because the succulents can propagate from even a piece of leaf. But if you want to keep it stable inside, maybe right now with someone with roots would be better. I will put another piece in as its company. But this Hawaiian is pretty because majority of the time you see is green, but look at this one, it's light green with pink. Because it's growing in the right environment, I plant them outside in the sun, not direct sun. I give them some shade too, so they give me the best color. If I plant them indoor, I have one indoor and it is green all the time. I will make a video tomorrow and to share about the growing environment they need. And I will contrast some of the plants. I put them indoor and outdoor to show you how important it is to give them a good environment. And then you will find, wow, it is a big difference. Actually, my husband and I were buying a piece of land and then build a greenhouse for the succulents. We want to see the best of them because people can grow succulents, but they really don't show their best. Look, that is the two Hawaiians in. And in front there is a smaller container. I would like to use it too, so to make the whole thing full. It's a matter of meetings. It has some soil on the roots, so I will just put this in. Yay, it went in. Let me add another piece. I kind of break this piece and I will put it back onto soil. It will recover. Thank you, succulents, and you just encourage and enrich my life. I find that you are survivors, I am survivors. I think all of us, we are survivors. That is about life. We will encounter loads of difficulties, a lot of troubles, but it doesn't mean like we should stop or whatever. We should keep going. I do need to add some soil in this part. It looks pretty already. What do you think? The soil in, please. I do need to add some soil. Okay. Go in. It needs patience. It's like we water the succulents. Some people water a plant at one time. No, what is the best way is you water a plant and then you move on to B and C and D, and then you come back and do the re-watering. If you don't do the bottom soaking, that is another way for you to thoroughly water them, because the water needs some time to soak into the soil. They need patience too. So same as us. Look, that is the third piece. What do you think? Ta-da! Let's all get together. Look at them. What do you think? Hopefully we can compare like a month later, what do they look like. Thank you for watching my video. If you like, please just hit the thumb up button. And for more information, more videos, welcome to subscribe my video and welcome to share with family and friends. Bye for now.